we have to start with one of those games that it is, where were you when type
Exactly.
thing. Manchester City beating Real Madrid 4-3. At one point, it looked as if Manchester City were going to score 5 or 6 or 7 and not concede. That's not how things panned out. So I'm going to start with something posited by our always very sunny and positive colleague, Mark Ogden, who said his main takeaway, City should have killed the game off. These are, it's not points dropped for City, but there's a difference going into the Bernabeu with a 2, 3, 4 goal lead, which he thinks they could have had. Is he right?
Yeah, I think he's right. I think this is the narrative that we also had in the PSG tie and in the Chelsea tie, is that if you just open the door slightly, or if you don't close the door fully, then they come back and they come back in. And I think they've got this incredible resilience, whether you think it's a bit of luck, and maybe there's a part of luck in it, where you think it's the experience or the know-how because they've been there before, they're so good in the Champions League, it's the heritage, anything you want. But the fact is that you can never write them off in a game, even when they look on the back foot, even when they are on the back foot under pressure, they find a way.
What I'm interested in, though, Jules, is how do you close it? Barcelona, in the Clásico, on the biggest stage of all, close the door, right? So when you close the door, there's 2 ways to do it. I'm going to close the door by converting all my chances. And so that way, even if you score a couple, I don't care because I've scored 6 or 7. Or I close the door by defending really, really well and giving you nothing. Where did, if you believe City came up short, where did they come up short? Not taking the chances, I presume.
Not taking the chances to start with. I mean, the one that we can talk about a lot is the Riyad Mahrez one in the first half at 2-0 up. Already, should he have crossed the ball at some point? Certainly, when he takes the shot, he can't cross the ball because I think Carvajal is blocking the Foden angle. There's De Bruyne coming as well. I don't know, but certainly he hit the post and Foden should have scored the rebound. There's the Foden shot that goes wide in the first half as well.
Close to Foden shot.
They've had so many chances. But the problem as well is that if you make half a mistake, or if you give Benzema half a yard free, like we saw on his first goal, which the expected goal is 0.3, then something is going to happen. But Aymeric Laporte has to defend better on Vinicius on the second goal. I don't know why he doesn't come and cover. And there's the penalty as well. But this is what they have. It can't be luck because it has happened too many times now.
Okay, but Jules, this is where I really, really struggle with this. And I've touched upon this before. I don't buy to me, so many times, these whole metaphysical, the psychology, the mentality arguments. I think generally, not all of it, but a lot of it is basically BS. A lot of it is nonsense that we use to explain things that we can't explain. In this specific case of Real Madrid, I think it's the kind of BS that becomes reality in the minds of the players, in the minds of the fans, and in the minds of the opposition. Because I have no other way to explain it. Because the first goal, okay, now we need to salute him. He scored 2 goals. I think he scored all but 2 of Real Madrid's Champions League goals.
That's right.
You know who I'm talking about, right?
Karim the Dream.
Okay, so the first goal, people say Zinchenko was on him. I don't know what Zinchenko could have done differently. Okay, I appreciate it's Zinchenko and it's not, Paolo Maldini. But what do you want him to do? The way he angles, the way he meets it just so, the way he knows where the ball's going to go.
Doesn't even look at the goal. He hits it not even looking at the goal.
And he goes in off the post without losing speed. Okay, that's otherworldly. And it's the kind of otherworldly stuff we've seen Benzema do before. And it's people like that do it. The penalty, fine. I don't know that there's much to argue about. It was a penalty again. You expect at that level somebody to be able to jump with more discipline. I know the ball goes off his head, but just because you know you're going to be able to head the ball doesn't mean you can leave your arms out because you're going to get called for that.
Completely.
I'm interested, though, on the Vinicius goal.
That's the one that hurts them, I think.
Okay, at that point, Fernandinho's there. Obviously, Fernandinho cannot control Vinicius. Vinicius just basically turns him and takes off.
Foul him. I don't care.
Well, Fernandinho can't even foul him at that stage.
Well,
he's gone.
I think he still can kick him.
Well, no, he can't. He can take his shoe off and hit him on the head. He's not going to catch him. It's Laporte.
No. But you catch him before he turns. Before he does the dummy and nutmegs you.
I think he sold that dummy so well in the distance. Maybe.
But still, Laporte has to come across.
But equally, if you do that, you're Fernandinho. At some point, you get sent off. Maybe not on that incident. You're playing with a yellow. You're out of position. But
But Laporte has to come across regardless. And instead he runs parallel to Vinicius, he runs, and you think, okay, go across now, he runs parallel, go across now, he runs parallel, and then Vinicius runs 50 meters in the Champions League semi-final first leg away at City, and no one comes across. In what world?
I can only think that Laporte maybe wasn't aware of what was happening behind him. And said, I'm going to try to jockey him, slow him down. If I commit, he's going to turn on the afterburners and leave me, although Laporte's not slow. And the other guy's running with the ball. But by the way, beautiful technique. The little touch at the end ahead of Ederson. I thought that was brilliant. It's a little detail.
Terrible defending though.
And Ederson, I think, not great either in that game.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.